What up?
What up?
Hey. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the KomboBreakers podcast, your source for everything gaming. I am Jack, aka Mr. Bilbo Swaggins, and to my left we've got
Mr. Magic, your boys in the building.
And then we got the RZA, the Jizza, the Jet. You know, I just had to throw that Wu-Tang in that one time.
Wu-Tang forever.
How y'all doing, everybody, guys? It's Ice Cold Crusher.
Basic ass nigga.
And last, but definitely not least, it's your boy Super M. Back at it again.
Mario up here with the octaves down.
Hey, man.
Showing that range.
Look,
So you still not gonna do the
Look.
I mean,
Press start. Go to options. Check sounds. And see that your boy Super M's got all the sound effects.
Scroll through all the BGMs and the shit.
Every last one of them.
The punches and the kicks. The
Yeah. All of them.
That was a little bit of Wario.
Right. Every last one of them.
That was gross. That was gross as hell. How's everybody doing today, man? Y'all good?
what we got, bro?
Man, so there was a lot happening in the fighting game world this past weekend. Bunch of tournaments going on. We had stuff in the U.S., we had stuff in Brazil, all the way overseas in Europe.
Italy.
Yeah, China too.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot going on. So
which ones y'all catch?
None.
I caught TFC, some of that. I caught a little bit of stuff that was in Milan, Italy, and I caught a little bit of the stuff that was in China as well. But I didn't watch everything because it would have been
so much.
It would have been
a
hard
lot.
too.
I caught TFC myself. It was close to home, and a lot of the players from Georgia represented in their respective fighting games.
Shout out to Big E too. Big E always putting on hype ass fucking events. So yeah,
man. Big E, shout outs to you, bro.
Shout out.
So about TFC, man. How about them winners, man? Who placed? Who didn't? Who went home?
So again, we had a lot of stuff going. So we're gonna go through maybe a couple games from each tournament. So TFC, Injustice 2. So number one, and this was actually really hype because he played his ass off. Gur.
Ooh, yeah, yo.
With the dead shot and showing us what Manta is capable of. I actually learned a couple new tricks watching him.
Legal.
I didn't either. I was surprised to see him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what's the time? I thought it was
It's usually 30 days.
30 days. Has it
But-
been out 30 days?
Not that I know of.
hey, but they may
It
be
don't
speeding-
feel like 30
They may
days.
be speeding things along. You know, we saw little preview a little early today. When they just kind of throwing all this DLC at us
This
lately.
is just a little random.
You know.
We'll get into that in a sec. Because that was kind of... I got my opinions, but
Yes.
we'll save it.
We'll say.
So yeah, showing us what the Manta is capable of, but ended up taking it with the Bane pick, I think.
Ooh, so let me just. I saw TFC, and I just want to talk about Gur. Gur walked his behind through the ranks, and the Bane pick was. It was as if he just.
Everybody wanted to see that.
Everybody wanted to see because we know.
They was like, "Why you playing with us, bro? Come on,
right.
you know what we want to see."
Right. You know. Like he used Deadshot against Catwoman.
There was a Deadshot mirror at one point when
Yeah.
he played. Who did he play?
I can't remember his name right now. But I just want to talk about his Bane play real quick because at the end it's like he made a little home inside his opponent's head.
Pretty much.
And got some rap snacks
With a dabber rat.
with a dabble ranch,
Smackable.
and he was just body slamming dude. He picked Dr. Fate
Power
against
bombs.
Bane as if that was a counter pick. Bane's walk speed is so good. Why are you gonna pick Dr. Fate against him?
Oh, and never mind the armor that he has when he's got that trait on.
Look, the Gur is right up there as one of the top Banes in my book, man. Like he's so smart.
Yeah,
with his
him-
I would
powers.
say definitely like
him and
number two.
Biohazard for sure.
And Biohazard
Yeah.
for sure. I would love to see that wrestling match. If you guys are listening, Bio,
Do some exhibitions or something
I
on
want to
Twitch.
see that wrestling match. You know, I want to comment. We'll get JR on the mic. He'll commentate for that.
Straight lucha style.
Right. Cupcake had a really good showing too, man.
Yeah, he plays second.
He has a lot of characters.
Actually, that's who the mirror match was against. The
Yeah.
Deadshot mirror. I don't ever want to see that again.
Yeah, this shit is boring. Yeah.
Damn,
Like,
Call of
you
Duty
know, I
versus-
understand, guys, but you know, nah.
Call of Duty versus.
That was like You remember Mario when we went to final round that time in grand finals MKX was Sonic Fox versus Dragon, and it was an alien mirror.
Oh my god, so boring.
Let's
Sleep
not
fest.
do that,
Sleep.
They
like,
weren't even having fun.
bro. Like any other mirror, fine, but Deadshot, I don't know if I want to see that again. But
Hell no, you don't want to see that again.
Yeah, shout out to Nikki on that one too. He
oh yeah, his Catwoman's gross.
Circa Nikki. He did. I like character specialists because I wanted to say something the commentator said. A lot of people are too quick to switch. They will lose by 1%, and they would just switch off or just stick with your man. You guys gotta dig deep.
Oh my god.
And also, Nikki is like I would say traditionally like a KI player too. Him and Cupcake.
Yeah.
So and from what I heard, he's trying to make Injustice his main game.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Nice.
So it'd be good to see that, man. It's a lot of people kind of floating in here because yeah, it's a good game. So why not?
Sure. I
mean,
like
KI is still obviously fucking lovely, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool to see people kind of like branching out into to other games. That's how we keep this shit going. But yeah. So next up at TFC, Tekken 7. So first place we had Jimmy Tran with Brian Fury. Second place Speed Kicks with the Horong Law, Steve Jin, playing a good bit of the cast, and third ATL's own Poke Chop. Mouth of the South.
Literally.
You remember E-League? He was loud.
Yes, he was.
As fuck. But yeah, shout out to Poke Chop, man. Hometown hero for us, man. But yeah, so that's what that was.
And speaking of TFC, man, I just want to shout out to all the Georgia/Atlanta players. Y'all went out there and did y'all.
Yeah, doing work, man.
We didn't put up there. Street Fighter was lit, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to shout out to what's his name? Was it Vagabond that he had the Nakali?
Oh yeah, I think so.
He ran through losers, and I thought he was gonna take it, but it was great, man. I've never seen Nakali like Chun-Li did her super, right? And Nakali was just like, I see your super, and I'll raise you my super, and his super beat hers out.
Really?
Like
he just grabbed her on top of the head and just
she was
he Super Saiyan?
Had her feet in the air, and he was just like, no. Snatched her by her lace front, my guy, right, and put her through the dirt. It was amazing.
Get dunked.
Street Fighter was hype, man. It was hype.
Yeah, Street Fighter actually had a pretty big ass weekend, man.
Oh, also, I don't know if you had watched. So while I was watching Street Fighter, they had a Third Strike tournament. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch the tournament, but I saw that they had it there.
The hype was so real in Third Strike that you could hear the hype through the Street Fighter stream.
Oh shit!
Hey! Oh, it was. Even the commentators was like, "Yo, is that Third Strike over there?" But we focused on Street Fighter 5.
Like, Third Strike was that shit though. It was hard.
It's good to see the Third Strike is still getting the same type of hype from a dedicated community that it is. It almost reminds me of Smash Bros. Melee. Like the community is really keeping it alive.
Yeah, they keep it alive.
Just wanted to put that out there for y'all. So what we had next though?
So Dueling Dragons Dojo actually had a CPT event out in China. It was on the Street Fighter 5. So first place was Yukadon.
Okay.
Second place, Fudo.
Oh, your boy Fudo was over there?
Yeah, with the Mika. And third is Gachikun with the sick Rashid.
Yeah, man.
I think I'd give him number one. It was like as far as Rashids go.
I'm going to have to go back and I need to watch more of him. Like,
I didn't catch a lot of that, but I did catch a couple of Gachikun's matches because I like seeing Rashid play.
I hated on Rashid because he wasn't El Fuerte.
But he was like close enough that you was like, you know what, y'all could have just put Fuerte in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. A little salt in the room. A little lemon juice, maybe.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Get that sting.
Right.
But next, Northwest Majors 9.5. So apparently they had like 9 in April.
Oh.
Yeah, but they decided they were going to run like a smaller one in the fall.
Wait,
but,
where was this at?
Shit, I don't know.
Somewhere
in the Northwest.
Somewhere in the Northwest.
That was one of the ones I didn't get to watch. But yeah, so they had Street Fighter and a bunch of other games too. Street Fighter 5, number 1 was Knuckle Dude with the Gal Mika, and I didn't actually know he played Birdie like that.
You know what? That's surprising to me. I didn't know anybody played Birdie except for Mike Ross. So I keep forgetting Birdie's.
You know, I think. Well, I don't know. Mike kind of plays everybody, but I remember him being on the Laura train. So
yeah, I mean, yeah. Laura was bae for him.
I think she's bae for a lot of people, including myself. But yeah, so yeah. And then second place we had Punk with Karin, Cammy, and Urian.
Mm-hmm.
And
Third
place,
Mr. Smuggles
the
himself.
Duff Man.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Smuggles.
Dr.
PhD.
Smug.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, with Duff Man himself, Balrog. Placing third. And then, check this out, though. I know y'all will be kind of hype about this, because Punk took number 1 in Injustice at
that's
Northwest Majors.
crazy, man.
That is crazy.
Now, you know,
So, like, is Injustice becoming his main game now? Like,
I doubt it.
I wouldn't say it's becoming his main game. He's like,
Man,
He's probably trying to
juggle
dabble
both.
in all of
Good at
them.
both
he's
Yeah.
trying to juggle both, but I think he's trying to hold up to his word and trying to be up there with Sonic
I think
Fox.
we're time, man, because, like, I mean, you see what he's doing in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Like, he's clearly got the talent and the fucking, like, drive to do this shit, so I'm sure he could be up there with the top guys. So shout out to Punk, man, for taking that number 1 spot.
yeah, it shows a lot of his work. I mean, remember we were at DreamHack Atlanta, and not Smuggle, Punk. I don't know the name.
Yeah.
He was playing Injustice,
It
and
was garbage.
they were saying his teammates were really trying to show him the ropes of fundamentals. He had good fundamentals to start with. They were just showing him the game of Injustice, and I
Yeah.
knew that he was going to show us that he could do something in this game in the tournaments to come.
We
And that's
gonna
what he's
see,
doing.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had placed 8th at DreamHack and Injustice.
yeah. I
So
mean,
apparently he's been doing a lot of practice.
Right, a lot.
my first tournament out, I placed dead last. So you know.
And second up, we had Chris G took the 2nd spot with Green Arrow. And third place was Trevor the Pastor with Superman and Deadshot.
You know what's funny about Chris G though?
What's that?
I thought he would be using Blue Beetle more often, because he was
Yeah.
talking a lot of stuff about what Beetle can do.
Yeah.
And even on the NetherRealm stream, they were saying they did not buff Blue Beetle because there were some things that people weren't taking advantage of. And as a
And
Blue
they're just
Beetle,
waiting on people to find it, right?
right.
Yeah.
And as a Blue Beetle player myself, I was looking forward to seeing some dirt, and I, just not seeing it.
Trying to steal some
Well,
text.
it's weird because he actually played Blue Beetle as a beta tester
Yeah.
as well, too. So
Oh,
he used to
right,
have all
yeah.
the dirt.
Yeah.
All the dirt.
And there was none. There were no dirt.
But moving on.
All clean.
Milan Games Week. So this was the one that was in Italy, obviously, because Milan is in Italy. But they had the EU regional finals for CPT. And Street Fighter 5. That was the only game they had there. I think. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But number 1,
Not quoted.
Problem X with the nastiest bison in the game. All right. He has some hype ass. I think my favorite it might be one of my favorite matches this year, but his set with Luffy, bruh. And I actually saw a lot of Manat play in this tournament too.
Really? So what did you think of the Manat play? Because I'm not sold on her as a
It was
character.
interesting because like she definitely has a space where she like range from like I guess mid to sort of far range, because her normals like reach super far with the little orbs and shit. And
She's mostly normals though.
and she has like some long fucking combos. Is that her trait when she gets the
When she get the orbs around,
Yeah.
that's her V trigger.
So Ice Cold,
long ass fucking combos?
you played Manat for a little bit, didn't you?
I
You tried her
played-
out. I mean, you have more experience than the rest of us. So what was your
I did have
impressions?
trial mode. She only has like 2 moves. No, for real. She everything that you see, it makes it look like, man, she got like 15 moves, but no, she just throws the balls out, calls it back, and she has an air grab.
Oh yeah. I did
Everything
see a lot
after
of
that, she's
too.
just freaking her normals with her V trigger.
and trying to range you out, space you out pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Her normals are pretty good. Like
She's
like
fun to
Dawson's
watch.
normal. Like she just like one of her. I think her fierce is just her just kind of like throwing the ball out like midway. Like
She's
midstream.
low key even got like
And
Dawson's
so-
kick, right? The little
Yeah,
spiral
pretty
shit.
much. And then she got an anti-air with just heavy kick, where she kind of throws the ball in the air. And if you get a counter crush, it builds meter.
Ah,
It builds V meter.
I have to find some of these matches
So-
for you because
Okay.
it was
mean,
fun to watch.
She just freaks her normals really good. That's it.
okay.
And then
I ain't
second
got time to
place.
keep up with that
Oh.
ball though.
He's like, nah, too much management for me. That's me too. Like, I don't like characters that you have to manage so much shit. I gotta focus on everything else. Like, it's too much. But second place, Phenom with Nikali, and third place we had Luffy with the Mika. And again, him versus Problem X was probably my favorite set that whole game because it went down to the wire.
I love when matches do that.
Yeah.
That's the hype, man. I love it.
It was crazy. But I guess with that being said, we'll go ahead and move into the news, which was a little bit light, kind of, until today.
Okay.
But we'll probably cover some of that You got the theme song
yeah.
back?
Wait,
Hold on, let's hear that.
Don't put me on the spot.
I mean, if it's news of the day, we got to come in this thing like news reporters. So for the news of
we-
the day, we have
We gotta have that
Mortal
buzz.
Kombat
Trying to put people
25th
to sleep.
anniversary.
Stop it.
For the
Stop it,
25th
Ice Cold
anniversary.
Crush. He's in the
We
audience.
ain't trying to put people to sleep right now.
It almost seems like Mortal Kombat comes out with a game every 2 to 3
Oh
years.
God.
What do you have to say about that, Mario?
Somebody
Mario?
stop this guy.
It's because they come out with games every 2 to 3 years.
But
It's
Bring it back. News of the day.
Mortal Kombat. So apparently, Mortal Kombat is celebrating its 25th anniversary, October 8th of this year, and that's kind of fucking hype. That's history, man. We literally grew up with this series. Like, well, I'm 29. Mario, you probably don't want to disclose how old you are.
I am 21.
You are nice.
Plus 10. Plus 10.
But we all pretty much grew up with that shit,
Look,
right?
do y'all remember when Mortal Kombat was so controversial that parents didn't want to buy you?
No.
the game?
Yeah.
Hey,
They had-
I was
blood
too,
in it?
I was
What?
too small.
Yeah.
Then. I was too
Oh,
small.
I don't know. Were you even here?
Were you even here?
Nah, you
Nah, I
wouldn't.
wasn't even
No,
here.
See?
I came a few years later.
God.
Nah, but I played all them shits. My dad had that joint.
Yeah,
I
man.
wouldn't even know. He was just like, yeah, here you go, play it. I was like, all right, cool.
I remember my cousin used to piss me off so bad. Like in Mortal Kombat 2, he would pick Liu Kang just because he liked Liu Kang. He ain't know none of the moves. He used to fuck. This is what he would do, right? He would fucking pick Liu Kang, sit in the corner, and wait for you to like get impatient and come to him, and then just uppercut you when you get close
That's
to
my
him.
fucking brother did. What?
They hitbox on uppercuts.
Bruh, like,
Stupid.
Y'all don't know pain when this was the first mind game I've ever experienced in a fighting game, right? Right. This was before the Street Fighter 2 Ryu jump heavy sweep.
oh
right?
yeah, that's the classic shit.
That used to be that, but no, this was the first one. Walk up, sweep. Okay, I'm gonna get up, sweep again.
Oh, yeah.
Pick it up.
Your back just
Right.
He just leaned back.
Oh my god.
Yo, sweeps were
brother
low key
used to
frame
annoy the
traps
shit out
back
of
then.
that.
Just sweep, sweep, then jump
real
kick,
talk.
sweep,
Then jump kick.
sweep. Like you don't know where nobody's coming from,
Ain't
and
gonna
then
lie.
you got
Ain't
the
gonna lie.
uppercuts
When I
every
was
time you
little,
jump.
when I was little, like 4 or 5, Mortal Kombat 2, those living forest trees used to scare the fuck out of
They
me.
were
Oh,
creepy. They were
yeah,
creepy.
That shit used to scare the fuck
No,
out of me.
the fucking noise and
Yeah,
the
it was-
acid,
Yeah.
the Deadpool or whatever. Whenever you fucking do the stage fatality, they pop up like, oh,
Oh, what?
I remember trying to figure out those little, what do you call them, NFL Blitz style cheat
oh
codes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You put in all the little icons and shit in a
Yeah.
certain sequence,
Weird
and you
to
get
me.
like one button fatalities
Yeah.
and shit.
We need to have a bring it back Mortal Kombat like
We have old
like
school
with
Mortal
the,
Kombat.
With the,
Yeah.
with the whoopsie.
I've
That
got
used to
two
be
on my
like
Super
Tulsi
Nintendo
guy.
right now.
So, yeah.
We'll talk about it later. The Mortal Kombat 11 announcement.
Damn, dog.
Spoiler
alert.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah,
I mean,
so
Mortal
we
Kombat
reminiscing a bit, but you know, wait, this just remind me. We were talking. You remember we were talking about the movie earlier, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was mentioning a scene that always fucking blew my mind. Like, of course, like when we were kids, we didn't give a fuck like about like.
Quality.
Yeah, like it was just like, oh shit, Mortal Kombat's got a movie.
Look,
Care about none of it.
guys. Back when that movie came out, that was quality.
Exactly.
That was
Exactly.
When
You see those
Scorpion's
fucking
hand
Yeah,
opened
yeah.
up,
Yeah.
and that
Oh.
I had
that
never
was
seen that
quality.
shit.
Yeah, it was.
Johnny Cage in that force.
Look,
Exactly.
Up until that movie,
I used to
I
like the
did
trees.
not know
There was a snake coming out of his fucking
that
hand.
it came out of his hand. I thought he just threw the spear and was like, "Come here."
But I think they really only did that for the movie. Like,
Yeah,
that was
I
for
think
that,
that-
because
I
every
think
other
so.
time it's like
Yeah, it's been a spear.
it's different. Like,
Ever since then, it's been coming out of his hand. I don't care what anyone says. Right?
but there was this one scene, like they were in like this big ass kitchen or whatever, and like they had just had a feast or they were about to, but like they got trapped in there and like a bunch of guards came in. That was the scene where like Liu Kang, Johnny Cage,
Oh, when he
Sonya,
flipped
and they were fighting everybody. And fucking Liu Kang, like everybody's scrapping and shit, and Liu Kang does like the fucking most random shit. Like he does a cartwheel over like this little banister. And poses and nothing else, like not even to attack anybody. He just like flipped over the shit and posed.
Like, yeah.
And like it was like 90s cheese, right? Like
Yes.
why?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it became his trademark for the rest of the game.
Like, why? It was so fucking weird. But
If you haven't watched it, go back and watch that movie and just look at that scene. You're just gonna be like, until you told me that I didn't notice
Bruh,
it, and
it
now I
is
can't
so random.
notice it.
go watch that shit. I promise you, it's gonna blow your fucking mind. Just like, why did he do that? But man, I know Mortal Kombat holds a big place in a lot of our hearts and shit. You know?
And on my head, on my hat.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat song.
Jet wearing a MK hat right now.
Custom made.
You know what I'm saying? Scorpion is on the table right now in front of us. You know, like I done whooped everybody here in Mortal Kombat once or twice,
and been whooped.
Yep.
Bro, don't let
By
me bring
everybody
out the flawless
once or twice.
victories.
Oh yeah, I remember that day. Wasn't the day everybody flawless victory Mario?
Oh damn, I wasn't there. I wasn't there for that. I heard about it.
Hey, it happened, dog. I ain't trying to sit here. I'm not doing Mr. Measure like I'm the god mopping God.
Mopping everybody.
But see, now y'all fight.
Kodokan, Cascade, y'all can.
Hey,
Round one.
Start. Not today.
Fight.
Not
hey,
today.
fuck Kodo. All them advancing normals and shit.
So what's up with PlayStation then, guys?
Wait, real quick though, just so you guys know, Mortal Kombat is celebrating this 25th anniversary in game. So like, if you guys play any of the mobile games, like I think Injustice 2, the Mortal Kombat mobile, the WWE Immortals
is
game.
Injustice considered a Mortal Kombat game?
No, a NetherRealm game in general. Yeah.
Okay.
But all those mobile games, they have like little events going on inside those, and I think they might do some stuff inside MKX, like some towers.
Speaking of the WWE game, shout out to your boy Xavier Woods being Raiden.
Oh
in that game.
in the mobile game,
Right.
yeah, Immortals.
Now I would like to think that had something to do with that video of him and that Raiden, the cosplayer. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, we know that guy.
You know, our homeboy John had broke the internet doing Raiden with Xavier Woods at Dragoncon. It was lit.
It was fire. It was
lit.
all over the internet.
I'd like to think that had something to do with
shocking.
it. It was shocking.
Zing!
Zing.
But it was funny because like I was just watching something on his channel Up Down Down today, and he was essentially showing people the preview of like that character in like WWE Immortals, and he was like kind of slick, like throwing it out there that he wanted to cosplay Raiden at some point, and was talking like I forgot who it was, but a particular person that he knows that makes props or whatever. You know, he was kind of like hinting at, you know, make me this shit. So, you know, you might see him at your next con or something dressed up like Raiden.
Right.
But so yeah, PlayStation. In other news, so I'm sorry, Jet, because I know you just got yours, but it seems like they have announced a new VR headset.
God damn it, motherfucker!
Yeah,
what?
I know.
Why?
That's the thing for early adopters,
this
I
one.
think, in VR, because there's always advancements, and it's kind of coming up slow. We'll get into that at another time, because Mario is an expert. You know what I mean? He's got the giant
He got
setup.
the real shit.
He's got the rig, okay? But yeah, we'll let him talk about the VR stuff. But they are releasing another headset.
What's supposed to be so special about this?
I think the design is a little bit upgraded. It's got a couple new features. I think an updated processor.
Is it wireless?
I don't know.
Because that'll be the only major thing.
I doubt it.
Bring out a new
I doubt it
Yeah.
right now.
Especially since it's so early in like VR. Like, nah, I doubt it's wireless. But
wireless processing capabilities haven't gotten to the point where they're sleek and ready for consumer consumption yet.
Because people struggle with that shit just with their phones.
Right.
So I don't know if they VR ready yet. But and I think stereo headphone cables integrated into the actual headset.
Well, I guess that makes sense because we have to put our beats on and play it.
Yeah. So
which I preferred anyway. So this doesn't make sense.
I think you might still be able to use your other headphones, but I'm not sure. But yeah, sorry for all those people who already bought it, but you know it's an early adopter thing. Y'all trying to get on the new hotness.
No. Hey, wait. Let's scratch that. Thank you for you early adopters, because without y'all, PlayStation would not be inclined to make an upgrade.
They wouldn't be invested in it so much.
It is the early adopters that make these companies continue to do their products.
Thanks for being a guinea pig, Jet.
You're welcome.
Hey, man. I'm trying to make these people feel good. Anyway.
But yeah, if you want to, you can check out the full notes on PlayStation's blog. They'll have all the details for you if you're interested in that kind of thing. But other PlayStation news. So y'all remember last week when we were talking about some of the reveals they had at Tokyo Game Show, right?
Yes.
And there was a game that piqued my interest called Hidden Agenda with the Canary we don't like. in it.
Laurel.
Yeah. So PlayStation
And
is
let you
rolling.
play with your phone.
Yeah, they're rolling out this new thing called PlayLink, right? And it's essentially playing a bunch of they have a bunch of different titles, or either coming out, or in development for this new system. You just play from your phone. So your phone, this is essentially the controller, and it's like multiplayer as hell. It's like kind of bringing back that whole party game type vibe. Like you remember, Mario Party, Smash
So
Bros,
basically,
shit like
they're
that.
trying to do what the Nintendo Wii U did.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But it's new for PlayStation.
Is it like PlayStation and your phone is the Switch?
Your phone is the controller. Yeah. So everything is happening on
what they're
screen.
doing.
Like I know they got some quiz games, and like the hidden agenda game apparently is like, everybody gets the same prompts on screen, obviously, but everybody has their own kind of motives throughout the game. So it kind of adds a little variety, which I think is kind of cool.
Okay.
So I'd be interested in checking that out because it could, be some cool party shit going on with that.
I see.
Yeah, so that just makes me more interested in this game, especially since it's only $20. But yeah, moving on. Street Fighter V and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite might have some announcements incoming at New York Comic Con.
So what kind of announcements could they have since we already know all the DLC?
I mean, we already know. I don't know. That's probably why we're waiting, because we did actually see the trailer for Black Panther and Sigma today.
Which was dope.
They look fire.
It was
Good as
dope.
fuck.
Oh wait, Black Panther was dope. I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
Watch
The only
that
thing,
shit.
did you see Wolverine as Black Panther? Is that why you didn't see it? It was Black Panther. It was Wolverine in an all black costume.
So I was wrong.
I mean, he's got like some Wolverine, Sabretooth-esque
it
flair.
hints at it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's supposed to kind of, you can feel a little Wolverine-ish in it with the
I
clash.
said he would play.
Slash.
He would remind me, and this is just
Sabretooth-ish.
my guess, of Sabretooth, not
With-
Wolverine.
With kind of like Spider-Man too, he has like a wall.
Yeah, he has
bounce.
wall
Yeah,
bounces
yeah.
and shit.
It's
That's cool.
interesting. Like he's. You just have to see the trailer.
okay.
Like,
We'll go ahead and display it for you really quick, Mario.
Okay, well,
and,
y'all go ahead and
we'll
tell these people
continue
what's
with
up.
other
I'm a weigh in.
conversations.
I'm gonna have words. Y'all just
well,
go ahead.
first of all, the design
I
is
mean, yeah,
dope,
his designs though.
and they can't fuck his face up because he's got a mask on. So that also helps.
Drunk hands.
Party foul. Party foul.
But the black and gold outfit is dope.
I like the
That's
fact that
the
they
Wakanda,
actually threw
that's the
gold in
key.
there. Yeah,
That's
I wish they did that in the movie. To
Yeah,
be honest,
I think they're gonna they're gonna throw that in the movie
Are
at
you-
one point in time.
yeah, because I don't know, it just feels better with gold.
Yeah, king shit,
Pretty sure that's a level 3 right there. It looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
Fucks with that.
Honestly,
I mean,
if
he
I
has his berserker claws going across the screen. You know, I mean, like I said, it's Wolverine with more.
I
more
like him,
moves.
man. He looks pretty dope.
He looks pretty unique.
honestly, if I were to get the game, I'd probably only play as Black Panther.
But the
There
thing
was no
is, God, this just goes into. We'll wait.
What, being behind a paywall?
Yeah, we'll talk about it
Like
because
I
that's
said,
part of our main
pre-owned.
discussion. So we'll wait.
Well,
I'm pretty
that's
sure
the
it's gonna
thing.
be on
If
sale,
there was a 1v1 in this game, I would
Black
probably
Panther.
pick it up just so I could play with Black Panther and just.
So
master
there's
Black Panther.
nobody else.
No.
Nobody.
No.
Yeah, I
Nobody
mean,
else.
and that just goes back to what everybody really
Jesus.
complains about this
I
game
mean,
for
Capcom
is the
fighters.
roster
They
is
got
like.
Jetta in that motherfucker. You know how long I've been waiting on Jetta to get in the
Yeah,
motherfucker?
but everybody else is meh.
so they're releasing all three: Monster
Monster
Hunter,
Hunter.
Black Panther, and Sigma on the same day.
On October 17th for all you guys. That's
Okay.
wondering about the date.
That makes sense. Release them in teams of threes. Okay.
And then you got another team of 3.
Monster, you guys. I mean, I love Monster Hunter, so that'd be the only person I would want to play. But you have to play with 3 people, so that means I have to find
Two.
or 2.
Yeah.
I'd have to find someone else I'm interested in.
So you got Monster Hunter and Black Panther.
I'm not interested in Black Panther. When did I say I was? I said he would play like Sabretooth. I've never
So-
played Sabretooth in my life.
So you never really cared for the character. You were just interested in like, well, I wonder is he the Wolverine substitute?
Yeah,
That's all you wanted to know.
that's all I wanted to know.
Quick question: who is Sigma?
The boss.
What?
Have you not played Mega Man X?
Yeah, I played it. I don't remember him.
He is the final boss
Yeah, he's the
on
main
all
boss.
Mega Man X games.
Yeah.
Alcohol, guys.
No, it wasn't that much.
I'm talking about during my life. Ice Cold Crusher.
Oh damn.
He lost a lot of
He's
brain
suffering
cells all the
brain
time.
damage and stuff.
But man, I feel you, Jed.
God.
I'd be forgetting stuff too.
Yeah, my memory's not that great, but I don't know what else could they reveal. What else could they reveal at NYCC though? Like,
Maybe they'll
if they already showed us the trailers, like,
But they've already released, maybe trailers for the other 3 characters.
and we did see
I think the biggest thing they can probably
Black Widow,
Venom.
and Winter Soldier.
Black Widow.
Oh fuck.
What?
And they actually been some concept art leaked for that too, for some of the DLC ones. The main designs look dope. They look like they fit in this game, but I don't know.
So what's the roster brings it to now? 36.
I don't know the number.
Well,
I don't
36
care.
and a 2v2 is pretty fair.
In the 2v2, yeah. But it's just the fact that the characters themselves are lackluster. That's
the big thing they can announce at New York Comic Con. Like, hey, we decided to drop the X-Men bomb on you guys.
That would be awesome. I would love
that. Would
that.
not only get
That would sell the hell out of that
100,000
game.
more
Yeah.
fucking sales. It'll make people happy.
Yeah.
But
And
we
I don't know, but
that's
can they
not-
backtrack after all this time?
No.
it's all contract. It's just wishful
they're
thinking,
already
man.
knee deep right now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that
Probably more than
Spider-Man.
knee deep.
Yeah, he's got a superior Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, you got more than one too.
Yeah.
So what's up with that
Neck
Cuphead
muscles.
though, Jack? I know you've been playing.
Oh,
Cuphead,
yeah.
man. Cuphead just came out.
It did just come out.
It's
This
a
past
masterpiece.
Friday.
It is a masterpiece.
Let me tell you.
That
You
was
want
big,
you
man.
want to talk about style? This game has style in fucking spades.
Swag.
Like number one, the fact that this shit is all hand drawn from the
Hand
backgrounds
drawn. Goddamn.
to the characters, everything. Like
So from root to fruit, as I would
root
say.
to fruit, or as in the country we say, rooted to the tutor.
Rooted too. Too much.
Bruh, like first of all, and I was thinking about like making like a short review of it like at some later date, but when I finish it, but I don't know because that game is challenging and some people might not fucking finish it because like that game is grueling. Like if you remember like games like Contra, what was that, Darius? Gunstar Heroes.
Star Heroes.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, kind of like that
Yeah.
one. What's the other fucking game? Damn, I just lost it.
Pretty much one of those side-scrolling shit.
Oh, Metal Slug. Yeah,
Metal
Metal
Slug,
Slug,
yeah.
sort of like
I
that.
bought the anthology not too long ago. It has like 7
Metal
fucking
Slug is
Metal
good, dude.
Slug games on that
But
bitch.
Cuphead plays kind of like that, and it has a co-op mode, local co-op only, and it's just fucking beautiful.
Yeah, man.
And it's a challenge to play because like you know how like in any other game like I don't know the Mega Man games or any game where like the bosses have patterns and shit that you kind of learn, and these bosses kind of have patterns themselves, but they're random.
It's
as
old
fuck.
school, man. It's old school.
It's very
dog.
old school.
It's old school with a twist of new school because like just on one of the bosses, like we thought that the jump pattern was gonna be set like in say Mega Man, right?
Right.
But
he mixes it up.
He mixes it up.
50-50s.
Sometimes he delays the jump. Sometimes he'll wall jump and dive kick you. Sometimes he'll wall slide and land on top of you. And it's very challenging. And even after you figure out the pattern of the boss,
They
doesn't
mix
guarantee
it
you to
up.
win. Yeah.
They totally mix it up. It's ridiculous, and the gameplay is so good. The music, the sound, like
The references.
the references.
Not gonna spoil any for you guys, but for you fighting game fans out there,
There's some cool shit in there.
There's some real references. you know.
Ribbit.
Right.
references.
It's riveting.
Oh,
It's riveting.
okay. I see. I pick up what you're putting down. I got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fuck it. If y'all haven't played Cuphead, go get it. It's $20.
God damn, and it's $20.
It's only $20.
Yeah.
And like this might be like a downside for some of you guys, but it is an Xbox
It's
exclusive.
only on Xbox.
But it's also on Steam as well. So if you've got a computer that can run any kind of game, you can play Cuphead.
Yeah, I'm about to
Only
get,
thing
gotta
I got
get that
come out my
PC.
eye.
about to give me a gaming computer, man. I'm gonna get this.
Well, you probably don't even need that much power for this game.
I just
Yeah,
want to get a
probably
gaming
not.
computer anyway.
Well, I need one too.
So I can run all kind of other shit.
But this game, like, just everything about it, man. From just like, there's just so much love in it. Like, now I understand like the delays and all the other shit. Cause like,
Yeah, it was
Only
number
two
one,
guys.
Damn,
It was
I
only
hate
two guys that did this.
yeah, and then and hand drawn animation. Everything is hand drawn. Like, come on, that takes time. We know that. Being illustrators and shit, like it's. Please buy this game. You'll be doing yourself a favor, okay? It is like if you love challenging boss fights and just classic like nostalgic like run and gun like gameplay,
It ain't for the faint of heart.
it's not for the paint of heart. Faint of heart. Like this, the difficulty might turn a lot of people off, but if you're into that thing, you want that nostalgic feel, play
You
this
just want something
game.
that's fun, and you ain't gotta be too serious.
And
about
this is another thing, like, you know how, like, when you lose at a game, you get pissed and start raging?
Yeah,
Like,
just turn it off. I'm trying to
no,
tomorrow.
at this game, I'm like, like, I'm hyped because I'm, like, constantly figuring shit out about every single boss. Like, it just keeps you guessing.
Yeah. Took me a while to pass the controller.
Hey, buy Cuphead. Alright? Buy it. But as far as games we've played,
I beat the first level on my first try though.
Man, stop bragging.
I just want to throw that. I gotta put it in the podcast.
Excuse me, guys.
It's
Put it-
cemented.
put
It's
it
in
on
there.
record.
It's in history. It's in there for the rest of our lives forever. It's in there.
And I have to get the giant cookie out of the oven for Ice Cold Crusher over here since he beat the first level on the first
Ooh.
try. Here's your giant cookie. Ice Cold Crusher.
I'll
I would enjoy it,
put a
so.
sound bite out there. I don't know how to sound bite a giant cookie, but but speaking of games we played, Avery.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So you played a game that we ain't really touched yet.
yeah. I don't know why, because I was talking, man. Shit.
We were,
Yo, man,
but we
you
wanted.
read Dragoncon.
You remember I said I'm gonna wait
Jesus Christ.
till you buy it,
Obviously, you enjoyed the
and
game
you bought it.
with its hard learning
So
curve.
tell us about it.
Yes, the game. You guys know.
Look, why you doing the Birdman head rub in the mic though?
Hey, let me sauce it up real quick, alright? Let me sauce
Yeah,
this up.
tell us about it. I want to hear this.
What's the game you're talking about first?
We are talking about Gundam Versus, of course.
Oh,
sir.
okay. Now I'm
Gundam
interested.
Versus.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
I was
thought you
gonna
were
let
going to bring up that
No,
old
no,
puzzle
no.
game again. I was about to go to sleep.
Oh,
Oh no.
Mario, I'm just gonna take a nap. Y'all wake me up when y'all done with this shit,
What's the
alright?
name of that game? I forgot already.
Hellblade.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're not talking about that.
But yeah,
Alright,
go ahead. Go ahead.
jump back on
Avery.
Gundam
Tell us
Versus.
about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
fuck that game.
Gundam Versus. I'm gonna say this right now. If you think that you just gonna jump on this game and you gonna go beast mode on everybody, not gonna happen. You gonna have to put in the hours of practice. You gonna have to bust your ass. You gonna have to get your ass. Shit, I'm still getting my ass whooped right now. It's completely garbage.
Getting
God.
So what makes the game like hard? You said it was hard to learn, like it was steep learning curve. Why?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because you have to learn how to manage your boost gauge. You have to learn how to manage the boost gauge, know when to shoot, know your punishes, your recovery time, all of that good stuff.
So I'm going to tell you right now, Avery, I'm lost. And if I'm lost, the fans are lost. What is a boost gauge, bro? You got to break
The
it down.
boost-
We don't know this.
Yeah,
game.
let it.
The
Yeah, we need to
boost
know the
gauge
mechanics.
allows you to evade other opponents' shots.
Okay.
Shots
So it's a-
and melee attacks. Without that
So it's
boost
a
gauge,
dodge,
pretty
you,
much.
It's like your stamina.
Yes, you are nothing without that boost gauge.
So it's like a fuel meter?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
And here, I actually want to go over some tech real quick that they have from this boost. Break it down.
Go
I'm
ahead.
Let
not
us
gonna
know.
go into too much detail.
Wait. So is this time for a combo breakdown?
Hell yes.
All right, break it down for us. Break it down.
So movement time. I'm gonna run over these notes real quick. Very, very important. You
This
have the
motherfucker
boost
actually got a book.
dash. Hell yeah, boy.
Go
you know I was
for
taking
it.
them notes.
Man, he's real.
Yes.
Boost dash. Get
So
back
you,
to
so you got your boost dash. So your boost dash is when you double tap X and you can point in any direction and you do a quick dash. That's not going to necessarily get you out of trouble, but that's a form of basic movement. You have your boost hop, which is, of course, you tap X once and you're able to jump, and then you double tap X and do a boost. So
okay.
boost hop. You also have a boost step, which also helps you with your movement and also evade certain players and helps you better position yourself to use your special abilities.
I got one quick question about this boost gauge.
Yes.
Now, is it something that just kind of refills over time, or do you have to do things to build it?
It'll refill over time.
Okay,
but
okay.
it is the basic movement in the game. It's
It's your stamina.
it's
man.
not I wouldn't say it's the basic, because of course you can still run with your Gundam, but that is not the way to play. You will get shot every time. you get hit with melee attacks every time. Boost step is the way to move in this game. It's the way to evade. It is the basic fundamental. It is the footsies of the game.
It is It is the game.
Yes. Yes. And from that, you also have the rainbow step, which is, of course,
Rainbow
used.
step?
Yes, it is called rainbow step. And the
God
reason why it's
damn.
called rainbow step
Because it's colorful. No?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
You are right.
You was half right.
Yes, it is very colorful. However, you can't just rainbow step, just be stepping, because, of course, you got to manage your boost gauge.
Right.
So how fast does this boost gauge go down?
Oh, very fast.
How fast is the refill?
It actually refills fast when you tap R3, which is to cancel. That's R3 is like your cancel. So you can do a boost hop in the air, shoot, and cancel from that shot, so you can recover a lot quickly. So yeah, that's what it is. It's like canceling out of your shots.
Yeah, it
or
sounds-
melee attack.
It's almost like they hired this motherfucker to come up here and talk about the game.
So have you ever played Armored Core?
A little bit.
So how would you compare the movement in this game to that of Armored Core?
I would say it's a lot more advanced, especially with the Rainbow Step and Rainbow War. I haven't got to the Rainbow War
Okay,
yet.
so what's the Rainbow War?
Rainbow War.
Why are these names so soft?
Yeah.
Soft. Hold on. Soft as
Rainbow War. That sounds like
Okay.
a Care Bear episode.
It's because of the trail that the Gundam leaves behind whenever they do a certain
I'm sorry,
special
but
move.
Death Scythe ain't ever leave no rainbows.
Yeah. He leaves
Well,
death.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Death Scythe is actually ass in the game. I'm telling
What?
you right now. He is a melee fighter. I played as him. He is ass.
That is
Oh, wait,
bullshit.
wait, wait.
Yes. I play with Banshee now, and I play with G Arcane, and I also play with the Unicorn Gundam. So
Okay,
yes,
so-
good sir.
Wait,
Yes,
wait.
good
I
sir.
got. You got questions yet?
No, I just need to clarify. Is this you completely saying you will never play Death Scythe versus?
No. I play Death Scythe, but I play him in the story mode. But
So-
I will never take him online. I cannot take him online.
So, what made you choose the Gundams you chose?
Basically, I was trying to find something that was gave me more of a shooting option. Death Scythe is more of, hey, stun you. I'm gonna try to get in my melee hits. I needed somebody with some ranged capabilities.
Okay.
So I can sit back, I can plan my approach, and of course, do my boost step dash, or get into a Rainbow War, or do my Rainbow Step to, of course, engage with other players.
Okay,
Right,
so
right,
it's this
right.
Rainbow War stuff.
Rainbow War is actually the interaction between two players. So when you're doing your boost, when you're also doing melee attacks, you leave behind a trail of
Rainbows.
well, it's not necessarily rainbow. It's more of an orangish trail, but they call it Rainbow Step, Rainbow War. So both players will give off that type of boost color.
Right.
So that's how you know the Rainbow War is going on. So the thing is that when you're doing a Rainbow War, that boost gauge is going away super fast, faster than it does with a regular boost step and a boost hop.
So both the Gundams are exhausting themselves.
Yes, they're
So
exhausting
is that
themselves.
like-
so whoever exhausts out first?
Is that like in the anime when you just see those trails just clashing
Yes.
all the time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
See, I had to put it in that visual
Right,
perspective
right.
for you
Now
because
I'm
when he was
getting
like
it.
Rainbow Wars and he was talking about trails of light, whatever, it just made me think about the
Yeah,
anime.
and that's just movement. Of course, I haven't delved too much into the combos. There's some sweet combos that
So
you can do.
they're
in the
legit
game.
combos,
They're actually
inescapable
legit
setups.
Yes, there are so many Gundams in this game, and they all play differently.
That's crazy.
All of them play differently.
So would you recommend? Because I know we could talk about Gundam all day, but would you recommend this game? Who would you recommend this game to?
I would
What kind of player?
I
Target
would
audience.
recommend this game to any pro game fighting player.
Hell.
It's going to be a little bit hard for the casual players to get in, but I
not a
feel
fighting
like
game.
they can still get in if they're dedicated.
Okay, you know what this
If they-
this reminds me of?
What?
This reminds me of like that J-Star anime kind of game. I mean, it's kind of like you playing your own kind of like those Naruto fighters when you kind
Nah,
of
Naruto fighters were brain
They're-
dead.
they're-
and
This
simple.
is brain
yeah,
dead.
yeah. You can
They-
push
you
one
beta
button.
and just press one button.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
push
Okay.
literally push square to play that game.
So Avery, Avery. So I'm about to get. I was gonna get this game, but I was waiting on you to be the guinea pig. But I wasn't gonna spend all that money on this. Especially since when I looked through the roster, at first I didn't see Wu Fei's Gundam, and I was kind of upset. But then I realized that it was the other Wu Fei Gundam that they had,
Oh,
and I was
okay.
looking for Shenron,
Okay.
and he's not in the game. Ultron is actually in the game, which I'm super duper hype about.
Mm-hmm.
So hell or high water, I don't care if he's pure melee. I am going to turn on these boost jets,
Okay.
and I am going to
Okay.
put
Oh.
a spear straight through your Gundam heart.
Oh,
Oh, then you better start practicing now. You better
yeah, you
start
better- hey,
researching.
learn them
you
Euro
better start.
steps.
Yeah, exactly.
The Euro
seriously, no, like seriously, that's literally what it is.
Look.
That's literally what it is.
And that is the reason why we asked you to divulge all of this tech today, because
Mm-hmm.
I have absorbed all of it.
He coming.
He Majin Buu your
Get
shit.
this turned into sale on the podcast.
And then he's gonna turn you
I'm
into
not
a
sure,
cookie.
I'm not sure how you gonna do against my Banshee once you get the game.
You gonna need to catch up.
Yeah, you definitely gonna have to catch up.
But yeah, other news. So real quick,
damn.
Neo Geo Battle Coliseum 2 was apparently rumored. If you guys don't know, that was kind of like another one of like SNK's little mashup games with characters that kind of necessarily don't fit like the King of Fighters mode. The original came out like back in like what 2005 or something like that.
PS2.
Yeah,
I
PS2.
remember that it has like Metal Slug people in it and everything.
Yes,
like that,
yeah. It's got
Marco.
the Marco instead of like Ralph and
Yeah.
Clark and shit.
But I think they might still be in there too.
Maybe, because from the leak they were saying something about, and from the leak was essentially came from like a bunch of different like little pictures of like it was in Japanese. I couldn't read the shit, but sure you can actually like broke it down a little bit and essentially said that some characters like Ralph and Clark might appear closer to their like Metal Slug costumes rather than like the revamped like King of Fighters stuff.
That's nice.
But apparently the leaks also said that, and if these are true, that the game could be sort of cell shaded, kind of like how in the same way like Dragon Ball Fighters and Guilty Gear.
Also, they're like remaking this.
Well, not remaking like Neo Battle Coliseum, but making another one.
Oh, and calling it 2.
Two, yeah.
Two doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist yet. But these
I'm down with that
these are
shit.
just rumors.
I'm down with that.
But yeah, so be on the lookout for that because that could be pretty interesting, especially since SNK kind of had like some weirdness with KOF at the beginning, kind of what Marvel's going through now. So hopefully, if the graphics are how they say they're gonna be, then that'll bring a lot of people in at the beginning. So
They got a lot of tough competition out with the fighting game.
yeah, it's a
That's
lot.
for sure.
It's a lot of games
If you
out to
come out
play.
with something new, you got to come out hitting hard.
Yeah, it's got to be bomb because there's a lot of games to play, and your games might not get played. But if you're into SNK games, you might, you want to play like characters like Haomaru and fucking Hanzo and shit.
Slash, boy.
Yeah. Then this might be your game. So keep an eye out, and then we'll report back if we get any more news too. But another news. So I don't know, Jet might be hyped to this, but Rocksteady is announcing apparently another project. And if you guys don't know, yes, Rocksteady are the people that did the Arkham games.
Woo! The best fucking kind of games you can
Bruh.
ever play.
I love those fucking
Arkham
games.
games is amazing.
They are the best.
Even though
alright.
the last one was kind of
No,
ass.
it
wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad at all.
I'll take that back. It wasn't complete ass.
It wasn't.
I'm big on boss fights. It lacked boss fights.
It did lack
that's
boss
the
It
fights.
lost,
fights.
yeah.
The rest
But
of the
it
game
wasn't
was
ass.
great.
The rest of the game
was
was
great.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
regular
you.
core
Alright.
mechanics was great.
That
But
new
boss
detective
fights,
mode, yeah.
But apparently, one of the developers on Twitter was essentially teasing a release that could blow everybody's minds. I just hope it's not a Superman game, cause fuck him.
I don't think that will blow anyone's mind.
Yeah, nah, especially not mine.
That bitch ass.
So are they planning to do something outside of Batman?
I don't know. He was really vague. He was like, we've been quiet, but whatever we announce is gonna blow everybody's minds.
It has to be a new Batman game. Everybody, that's the only thing.
No, I mean I don't want to play a Superman
Honestly,
game.
if they do another Batman game, the Shadow of Mordor, their game mechanic where they have the bosses, like if a boss kills you, the boss that that person,
they're on your
that
team.
minion will take that boss that you killed's place.
Yeah.
They need to implement that into Batman. And
I
to
can
the
agree with
Arkham
that.
series.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for years now.
That would be
should
pretty cool.
Like, that would definitely be better than just having the Batmobile. Like, Batmobile was cool, but that mechanic would be very unique.
Yeah, I think so. And then you get like pick and choose who you want to play with, maybe
Exactly.
some party system type shit. Well, I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of exciting. But as long as it's not a Superman game.
Yeah, Batman game, yeah.
But Battlefront 2 actually had a new trailer for the single player campaign, and surprisingly, Palpatine was in it.
What?
Yeah, it was like some android, and fucking he was like showed up as like a message in his face, like giving instructions on his like last mission. I don't know. It was cool, but I'm still not buying that, even though my baby. Shout out Janina. Hey girl, I love you. Anyway, so yeah, and next up, apparently there was leaks of Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh yeah, baby.
And I know Mario, you sent us a video about this. I think who is it? Super.
Yeah,
That was
Super on YouTube was the first one who kind of broke the story for me.
What did this leak entail?
So basically, do you remember, guys? Remember we had that Injustice 2 leak a while back. We had the leak list, and it was almost too good to be true. And then it out of nowhere,
slowly but surely, every single thing.
So yeah, they were saying the same thing this time around. Somebody said that they were very close to the NetherRealm team, and they saw some concept artwork of characters, and so they were saying that shoot, I had
Get the list.
Yeah, they have the whole list up. It was a surprising amount of characters.
Rain and Noob.
I saw that Bo Raicho would be there.
They said Bo Raicho was going to be there from
Rain
They
and
also
Noob.
surprising. Well, not big surprise because it was kind of set up this way from the end. Raiden is the main antagonist in this story.
And I did see that they did say nobody that died in the last game will be back.
So Melina not gonna be back.
Wow.
No. That would piss off a lot.
Now, but here's the thing, though.
It makes me very
I
sad.
have a theory. If that is the case,
She might be DLC or some shit.
No. You know how they're gonna bring her back? I don't think that was the actual Melina. Remember, Melina
She had
was
clones,
a clone.
yeah.
She had clones, bruh. So I feel like that Melina was a clone.
If not, then they're just gonna be a clone that takes her spot.
Right. And they said the game was gonna be around 30 characters with 10 as DLC, which is 40 characters in a Mortal Kombat game.
They're going like Deception, like Armageddon, like numbers.
Yeah, and
now.
that was the kind they're gonna bring back characters from Deception, Armageddon. Lee
Frost.
May be coming back. Lee May, guys.
Yo,
Frost?
Lee May used to kick the shit out of people.
I'm gonna
Right?
say this right now. Frost might get main.
Bruh,
Female ice
Frost
character?
was fire in like Deadly Alliance.
Deadly
and-
Alliance,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Honestly,
Really quick.
Now,
Really
but
quick.
before y'all talk about characters, though, my actual Mortal Kombat main is coming back. Shang Tsung. All right, that is my actual main. You know why? Because when you play him,
Since
you don't
when?
need to play anybody. Since forever. The only reason why I didn't play Shinnok in this game because I did not like Shinnok's design. I
He
did
like
not
grandma.
It's basically Shane Song though.
Yeah, but you like grandma.
One.
Ashy ass grandma.
No,
One.
yeah, you just pick that samurai.
One, he had a
Yeah,
few
sure,
moves
sure.
from Shang Tsung's arsenal. Don't get it twisted. Two, he only took somebody's special move. He was not Shang Tsung. He was a weird character that they tried to make to fit Shang Tsung's archetype when they should have just made him his own
Yeah, you should just
character.
put Shang Tsung in there.
I feel like this is my personal
You know
opinion.
who I see on this list that I don't want to see?
Who?
Actually, two of them, and they're brothers.
Who?
The fucking Dragon brothers.
Taven and Dagon.
Fuck them.
They're still in the story though. Like,
They didn't
seems-
even have to make them. They made them for that dragon
Yeah.
shit.
it
Hey,
seems
man,
like they're bringing a lot of
but
that
here's the
old
thing,
like
though.
deception stuff
Deception,
back.
yeah,
Yeah.
but-
Here's the thing, though, guys.
They
Even
better
if
not
you-
bring back what the fuck the main character was.
Shujinko.
Yeah, bro, fuck him too.
Look, let's just think about this, guys. These are the people who brought us Mortal Kombat X.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Look how much
Polished.
they polished.
exactly.
They
I'm not
brought
worried.
back classic characters who I thought were kind of lame. Sorry, Reptile. I thought you were lame.
I always thought
Yes.
Reptile was cool.
I always
Man,
thought
Reptile's
Reptile was
the
lame.
shit.
I always thought
Reptile was rarely
that little
played.
that he's rarely played in any game. I always thought he was lame, but the way they
only
did
Chris,
his
only
design,
Chris G, really. He was like the only person that
right?
really
But
played
the
it.
way they even did that
And
character,
big.
the way they revisited Goro and made him so much more interesting than his
Yeah,
past
because he was just like a
iterations.
brolic boss character. It's
Right.
just, like
So
didn't do anything.
Think of like what they're gonna do when they bring Natara back, when they bring Lee May back, and
Yeah.
I hear variations are still gonna be a thing.
I hope so.
Yeah,
You know
very
that
successful.
those character designs are gonna be dope. Like, and we're gonna have MKX, which was a solid game, right? With Injustice spice, because they learn from their games.
Right.
Yeah, they learned from the previous game.
Yeah, and every game is always. You know what that just reminded me of though?
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird to say, but MK versus DC kind of started all this shit.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Because if you look at MK
Yeah.
versus DC and MK9, I mean they're not like looks wise and like gameplay wise, they're not that different. They
Yeah.
just switched it to 2D and like
And then there
polished
was
it up.
Injustice.
So you guys, I would like to put this on record. This is Jets Cosplay speaking.
Y'all let everybody know that.
I inboxed Noob, Ed Boon about Noob, probably around. I want to say at least. No, I'm dead ass serious.
He really
I
does.
inboxed him about Noob.
So
'Cause he
Jet is the reason why Noob Saba is going to be in Mortal Kombat
responded
11
to me like
apparently.
2 times.
Oh, he responded. What'd he say?
Yeah, just just not responded, like retweeted like everything I said.
Oh, okay,
and
okay,
shit like
okay.
that. So I just did respond. He retweeted, the shit I say about Noob or whatever. And when I send him cosplay pictures, he retweet them. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know I am responsible for more than likely being in Mortal Kombat 11 because I bothered the fuck out of this man.
So
Now,
real quick question: do you guys think it's too soon for them to really leak or announce this game?
I don't think they leaked.
And when did Injustice 2 come out?
Not too long ago.
Early this year.
Yeah.
So don't you think it should be like at least like a year?
Yeah.
Well, they're probably gonna try and take advantage of
actually,
the
you know what? This is
anniversary
an
thing.
announcement, so we don't
Yeah.
know. This game might come out.
Well, this ain't even an announcement. This is a leak.
Yeah. Might be 18
So
or 19.
yeah, we don't know. And plus, like again, the 25th anniversary happens like next week.
Yep. And
So they're probably gonna try to ride on that,
You got to understand that
at least to let people know.
for a game like Mortal Kombat, they have been in development, right? So somebody catching a win in some concept art could be as something as their best friend is one of the artists, and he just showed them some sketches.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? With early leaks like this, you got to kind of take them with a grain of salt. But I do know that NetherRealm has been working on MK11 since MKX dropped.
Pretty much,
of course.
Because if we look at Injustice 2 and the characters that we saw in here, Ed Boon been tweeting about them for like I feel like years.
Yeah.
He's been putting up these tweets about these characters
And polls and all kind of stuff. Yeah.
That means that these things have been in decisions, and if there's a decision made, I mean, even in my job, somebody makes a decision. We've been in development for months, and that's just for little graphics to go on TV, not let alone like video game characters. So the other thing is too, guys, Brutalities may be back. How y'all feel about that?
Man, that would be amazing. I've been waiting for more.
If they're back in the same form as the last game, I'm hype.
If they're back, y'all all gonna get.
Because the ones in the last game were sick as shit.
The brutalities I want is the actual fucking.
Talking about the shit when you had to hit the 9-button combination.
I'm cool on that. I loved it, but
I
love how they did the
back
new
too,
ones.
just so I can
Oh
go beat
yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Just give me Bloody Roar.
Bring everything back.
Bring everything
please.
back.
Just give me Bloody Roar.
Bring the
if you want to bring
I want
the
to
animals
uppercut
back.
a motherfucker and the dude pop up on the screen. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Does Dan Forden even still work for NetherRealm? I think he does. He was a sound guy.
Is he?
Yeah. Actually, I think he does.
Does he?
Mm-hmm. I can double check.
Real quick, we haven't read the list. Read the list off.
Oh, for all the characters that have
Yes.
been included. So, the rendering and artwork included characters such as Kano, Li Mei, Noob Saibot,
Really?
Nitara, Bo Raicho, Johnny Cage, Shang Tsung, Jade, Taven.
Holy shit! Wait, they put Jade in there. How did I skip that?
I don't know. You
They
fucking
bring
up.
her back?
Oh shit, it is Jade.
I didn't even see
Maybe.
If
Wow.
this is real, this is amazing. Okay, continue. My bad.
Jet got hype as fuck.
Dagon, Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, Frost, Kenshi,
Hey.
Kotal Khan,
on your knees.
Jax,
Hey
and
again.
Onaga. Fight! You know, like it's dun 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 down there.
All right, really quick. I got a question. Like, I remember during the MKX story mode, they saw like a necromanced smoke, and he called himself.
A Ninra?
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
I don't know. It's probably just some other kind of form that he has being a revenant and stuff. But I don't know how all that's going to work since Quan Chi is dead now. I
And
mean,
he
they're
ain't
probably
coming back.
So is that just a
supposedly.
Yes.
way?
Which sucks.
Wait, don't when they kill the Quan Chi, his spell stops working on those people and they
damn.
come
Yeah.
back normal?
I think so.
Yeah.
No vortex.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Now you know what's great though. Now this is just theory craft here, but if they somehow bring back Shang Tsung, right?
He could resurrect.
He can
anybody.
revive
Yeah.
everybody who died.
Yeah.
So MK12 is gonna have everybody.
Everybody. It's gonna be fucking not Deception, Armageddon all over again, except with better gameplay.
Or if you bring back Quan Chi, we could restart that Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, this is true.
Please bring back Quan Chi.
But
Please
yeah, man.
bring him back.
Yeah, man. I look forward to it. MK, you know, we all play MK. I
Yeah.
think there's
MK is
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah,
we
he
played a
plays
little
it.
bit.
I played
He
it,
low-key
and then
had some
when
good
like I
shit.
introduced you to everybody, and you was, I was like, you know what, you can have it.
I'm good.
I'll go back to Street Fighter.
I'm done. But yeah, I guess last 2 bits of little news we got before we get into the meat of this episode.
Real quick
The
before we get
news
into
actually
the
be the meat though. We be having a lot of sides, bruh.
Yeah.
We be having hella like
It's cool.
calamari.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, let me give you these fried green tomatoes real quick.
Okay.
I just wanted to announce this past Tuesday, October had some free PlayStation Plus games. They had one AAA title.
Oh yeah.
That I recently downloaded myself. That I think if you have not purchased this game yet, you should get it. Phantom Pain's Metal Gear. Y'all should try it out. It's fucking free.
I literally just got the notification that shit downloaded not too long ago.
Yeah, so take advantage of that.
Yeah.
That's
Is
some
there
good free shit.
auto download you can put your PlayStation on?
Kind of like if you buy a game,
you would run out of space quick as a motherfucker. If you
one
just had
you
download
can
shit.
buy a game from like the PlayStation.
Oh, you
app
can do it on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just say go ahead and if your
But you
PlayStation
gotta
is
make
on,
sure, you gotta make sure your PlayStation is like in rest
you just
mode.
download the
Yeah.
PS4 and it'll go ahead and download it. But
Alright,
other than
cool.
that, it'll just do it whenever.
Yeah, so if your PlayStation is in sleep mode now and I bought a game like that.
Yeah.
But when I got home, I just played it.
Yeah. So yeah, a little bits of last little news. Road Redemption. If you guys remember Road Rash from back in the day, I used to play the hell out of 64 one.
Yeah.
There was a trailer released for Road Redemption, which is, this gen's Road Rash.
I liked that.
I like that.
I like what it's
Dumb ass fun.
It's just stupid. It's
Dumb
just
ass
stupid.
mindless fun.
Just straight up.
I'm with the shits.
Bananas.
Yeah.
Like I saw
And pipes and bats and
pipes
golf
and
clubs.
shotguns.
Well, oh yeah,
They had
machetes.
guns and machetes.
Machetes.
It is fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to just.
I feel like it's gonna be like one of those arcade titles. Like it probably ain't gonna be more than $20,
right.
maybe.
It shouldn't be. I mean, it's just an old fashioned
Yeah,
slobber
just
knocker.
beating
Slobber
people's asses.
knocker?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't never heard that?
You never
In
heard
boxing and wrestling and shit. That's the thing. Like
Okay, I
when
must
you
have
punch the fuck out of somebody, what flies out of their mouth?
So real quick, just
Wow.
tell them what the game is for the people. Who know what the game is.
Yeah, I forgot. We old now.
But y'all youngins out
For you
there,
youngins, alright, Road Rash was a
This
game.
is that shit like from Final Fantasy VII when he was riding on the bike hitting shit.
Yeah, kinda.
kinda.
But Road Rash is one of those games. I think the first one was on like Super Nintendo. Was it?
Nah, it was Sega.
Oh, Sega. That's right,
Yeah.
Sega. And then they had another one on 64 that was, obviously 3D because of 64. But essentially, you're just a guy or a lady on a motorcycle riding down the highway with weapons against other guys and girls on motorcycles.
No,
and
so
you just essentially proceed to beat their ass.
You gotta set this up. You're supposed to be racing, but they're like, hey guys.
You ain't supposed to be racing. You supposed to be beating each other's ass. That's the point of this game. Racing is secondary as hell. As long as I hit you in the top of the head with this fucking billy club, then I am fulfilled. Alright? That's what Road Rash is. Dumb ass fun.
It is everything
Oh my
about
God.
about Mario Kart that you hate, except for there are no cute little turtle shells.
I think you was
or-
almost right when you said Mortal Kombat.
right, right. But this game, they've updated it, man. Before, back in the day, it'd just be like, all right, motorcycles are very dangerous. So it's like, yeah,
Right.
you could kick somebody and they would make their motorcycle crash to pass them in a race. Okay, cool. But yeah, these little metal pipes and bats and stuff. Yeah, very, very Streets of Rage.
Right.
Now you got machetes.
Machetes.
Right? You can hit a car that is next to you and blow it up all. Y'all ever seen Bad Boys 2?
Yep.
Y'all
Of
remember
course.
the highway chase scene?
Yep.
Oh, hell
It
yeah.
is the highway chase scene on a motorcycle.
Especially when
Yep.
Martin Lawrence
In
shoots
game form.
You're in game form. There is no playing fair in this game.
No, you
He
just
has a
beat people's
katana in his
ass.
hand.
Like,
Yes,
for
you got a
real.
katana. I saw him with a Lobo shotgun, blowing things up.
What?
Yes, bruh. This game is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna be hella cheap, so I'm sure.
Damn.
Yeah, you saw.
I think
you
it'll be
got
like an arcade
decapitated.
game.
You can die.
Yes, it's Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat
no,
on a
yeah.
bike.
You're fucked.
Look at this, and you can clash swords and shit now. If I hit it, I can parry with my pipe, and we can like swashbuckle like Captain Jack Sparrow on a motor hog.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's
he
great.
Jumping some
That might be one of those games to get. It's probably be on some Rocket League type shit with as
Oh
far
man,
as like
please let this be like
Yeah.
that. But speaking of
'Cause
Sega though,
yeah. So
Sonic is supposed to get.
a live action movie.
Wait, is it live action?
Live action.
Whoa,
Wow, that's-
whoa! I don't agree. I thought it was gonna be like 3D Pixar.
They probably gonna do it like how they
Get a
did.
real hedgehog.
How- where you
and-
gonna get a real
no,
Knuckles from?
no. They will probably be like CG. Think of the Smurfs movie.
No,
It'll probably be something like that.
no, I'm not down with it.
I'm not usually with video
Sonic-
game movies anyway.
Sonic does not
Yeah.
have the pull of, let's say, a Bugs Bunny. You can't just throw him in there with real people and be cool with that. There are no real people in the Sonic Hedgehog universe.
Yeah, there is.
Robotnik, dog.
Well, even besides that, he even romanced a human woman in one of the games.
Time out. What dude you know look like Robotnik?
Shit.
Point.
My manager.
I've seen people that look like Robotnik with the big bellies and the little legs. Come on, dog. You seen somebody like him before.
The only the person on screen I've seen look like Robotnik is the dude from Despicable Me. Now, if this thing isn't in 3D, I am not watching it.
Okay, where do we get the news of this live action?
It's just articles.
I think it's bullshit.
But they say
I think they probably got that. They probably got that confused.
There's no way that's live action.
Well, I mean, they did it with the Smurfs, so they'll probably have a mix of that.
Yeah, but that's the Smurfs.
Yeah, the Smurfs was all about a human chasing Smurfs. You could do that.
Right.
Like,
yeah, but Sonic also had humans in its shit.
Nah, bro, I'm not buying it. It's not enough.
But either way, it's happening apparently. So if y'all want to see that, it'll probably be bad. But you know.
It'll probably be bad, but there's the news.
Hey, you know how it is with video game movies, man.
They usually suck.
You can't even.
Except the Tomb Raider one looks like it's gonna be good. We talked about that already.
Yeah. I mean that may be the first one.
But yeah, so let's get into this meat real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This prime cut.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about this a little bit at the end of last episode, like kind of how games. It seems like have been a lot more disappointing nowadays, and especially since in recent years we have more development process is more open. Like we can see a lot more of it now. Like we can see, what's going into the game, what characters are going to be released in the game. If it's like a fighting game or something, they tell us a lot beforehand. Like usually it used to be like we'd catch E3 back in the day or something, or read a magazine, or they just happen,
right?
And you just be like, oh shit, that looks cool, I'm gonna buy it. But now, we have a lot more access. Therefore, we have a lot more space to kind of
prejudge,
criticize, things that the companies do themselves, like developers, games themselves, their decisions and
trailers,
choices and
right? It's like before a movie comes out, you get trailers and you see all the good shit, and then when you actually see the movie, it's like, well, damn, I just saw all the good shit in the fucking trailer, and the movie wasn't even that fucking good.
Yeah. So, expectations versus reality is what I was getting to.
I mean, let me just preface this whole meat and potatoes discussion by saying we only hate on these things because we love them.
Yes, we want them to be good. It's passion.
Right.
It's not even, I wouldn't even call it hating.
This is more of a harsh critique.
Yeah.
Rather than a hate session.
Yeah, it's like when you're a bad kid, you put dirt in your mouth, smack your hand.
Yeah.
No, don't do it.
That's when you know motherfucker finna go in when they be like, yeah, we're about to critique you. That's when you was a kid and your parents was like, well, we love you, but
I'm about to beat your ass.
About to whoop that ass.
Right.
So as gamers, like as consumers, like what do we usually like expect from these companies? Like what like triggers us so much that that they either get us hype or get us so pissed?
What we expect off the rip.
Go ahead.
Just the main thing is a full fucking game.
I was just about to say that.
That's all we want is a full developed game.
Yeah, I am 100% with you.
Stop
Right
wasting
off rip.
Putting shit in DLC.
Exactly.
Charging all these
give us a game.
microtransactions. All this bullshit. Nah.
So here's I'm gonna go in on that a little bit, right? You remember back in the day when you got a game,
you just got that
you
game.
just got a game,
right?
Bugs and all.
Yeah.
You played it, right? I'm not even talking about the bugs. You played it and you were like, "Oh, I finished this game. I am
You thought
done."
you did.
Right? And it's like buying a book. You buy Harry Potter, you read it, and there's an end. You're like, "Okay, great. I'm waiting for the next book." It's not like you buy Harry Potter, right? Halfway through on chapter 6, they're like, it's just blank pages, and you're like, and like, no. You now have to. No. Here's how it is. You now have to buy a special ink that will reveal the ink on the rest of the pages.
Right.
They're written there. You just can't see them unless you buy this ink.
Oh, and that ink costs more than the pages and the book does.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's the first thing that gets to me, because we live in this digital age where you don't have to, as a developer, finish a whole game. You can always come back to it, hot fix and add on, which is great. It has some benefits, but at the same time, games are costing us way more money, and people are now making games with the intention of having a 2-year pay scale.
Right.
to kind of.
A lot of times we'll know about the DLC as soon as the game comes
We
out.
won't even not even so soon. We'll know about it before.
Yeah,
Destiny 2.
Do you remember when DLC was like first kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it came out like way after the game.
Yeah, we would get it. I don't know.
Probably
When
like
did this shit start?
PS3, probably on some Call of Duty.
No, it actually started with Grand Theft Auto. A whole microtransaction thing started with
Which
Grand
one?
Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto. Actually, it was Grand Theft Auto and The Witcher. They're the two that actually started this whole microtransaction thing.
I think that may have been console. I think the microtransaction thing exists.
Yeah,
on PC
mobile games too. Yeah,
and mobile games. And it's like this.
I mean,
right?
Witcher was on PC, so at that time.
This goes back to video games becoming bigger business now, right? Yep. There's a lot less passion from the higher ups, I think. That's unfair to say. I don't know what the higher ups see. It seems like the business people.
There's more corporate pull in the game.
Corporate people kind of come in and they say, look, this is a hot title. We're gonna milk it. We're gonna make games off it, which is. It's both good and bad, guys.
Right.
You know, like it's good because hey, you get a game that's a good series. You know that, man. In 5 years, I'm still gonna be playing this game.
Fiending for that next one every single time.
At the same time, you have developers that come out and do things like overpromise, right, and tell you blatant lies. No, not under-deliver. They just tell you blatant lies
to get you
No Man's Sky.
To get you roped in,
right?
Like a month.
And you then you pre-order,
and then you pre-order.
Because you're hype about it.
Right. And you get into it, and it's just like, wow.
Why did I do this?
Right.
This was a dumbass decision. It makes you not want to do it again.
Now, you still have to play a little devil's advocate here. Is it because, just like the Mortal Kombat movie, is it that the games are bad, or we're just like, our expectations are a little too high?
Our expectations are high because we see what other developers are putting out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The content that they're supposed to be matching with.
We see what Rockstar puts out. We see what CD Projekt Red puts out with The Witcher.
id Software.
Yeah.
BioWare. Well, when EA ain't involved, which is usually never nowadays, but like we see what all these games are capable of, and like we expect that I guess that's the base level. Like every game should have XYZ, and then you build on top of that. And when games try to do all this shit but don't have XYZ, you're sitting here like, okay, this is the basic shit in the game. Like, why is this not here?
Character fucking
like
modeling.
you can't, like, for example, this is one of the things that pisses me off. So that developers do, and like and to me it just seems like one of those basic things, right? There's been games like that'll have online co-op but not couch co-op, or have couch co-op and not online co-op. Like, that blows my mind. Like, for example, Resident Evil Revelations 2. Good ass game. I didn't want to finish it because it was just like only local co-op. And Mario here has never played, horror games that much.
Nah, not really.
And he's like, we roommates. So I can't just be like, yo, Mario, let's play Resident Evil. He'd be like, eh.
Yeah.
So, but I do have friends that I can play that shit online with, and we can't even fucking do it because it's not online. Like, it's just couch co-op.
Wait, there's an online mode where you and somebody can go.
Yeah, but I want to play through the campaign.
Oh no, they ain't.
Like, I want to play through this game. It's because the way they made Revelations 2 was the fact that the whole gameplay was two characters. You're like the main character and like the assist character, and they help you along. No, they both, like, I promise you, they both have their purposes. And plus, you could probably switch off if you wanted to, Same thing, even Cuphead. That's, like, my main gripe about that game. There's no online co-op. Rather, like, it's definitely one of those games, it's like a couch co-op game. But, I'd like to at least have the option to play with somebody online.
Yeah, as a consumer, it kind of makes you wonder, why? For why?
Yeah, because it seems like a base thing, right?
We're not even hitting the games that really took shit from us, though.
What you mean?
Like Street Fighter 5.
What they took from you, bruh?
Everything.
Money, mostly.
Yeah, a lot of money.
They literally
the game came out bare ass naked, bro.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why I haven't bought Marvel vs. Capcom, because I'm just, even though Marvel vs. Capcom is much more of a fuller game than Street Fighter 5 was.
Oh yeah,
at launch.
Sure.
Yeah, at launch.
Street Fighter 5. 16 characters, probably 6 stages, no arcade, no story.
It literally only had online.
That was it.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, we made this for the hardcore players. No.
Oh, by the way, full price.
That's some bullshit.
When it came out online wasn't even fucking right.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Yeah. That shit was stupid. That didn't make no sense, man. $60 for a whole. I mean,
I feel like these developers are really comfortable with the fact that they can actually just go back and
then
patch
had the nerve
something.
to try to charge you for DLC.
Now wait,
No,
I got.
I wouldn't say it's the developers though.
Yeah, I was just about to say it may not be the developers. Oh, Remy, what's going on?
Something spooked him outside.
Oh.
It sounded like I think cat knocked something down.
The KomboBreakers watchdog, Super Rem.
Everything's super.
Hey man, everything is super. But I wonder, just what Avery just said, like, yo, I wonder if it's not really the developers, because remember we had that Marvel vs. Capcom incident where somebody on the development team said, look, guys, we know this isn't a thing. We know that Chun-Li's face is busted. We know that the roster isn't what you wanted it to be. It's not us. It's over our heads.
Yeah.
Are the real bad guys the shareholders?
You know what?
You know, like the people who
I
the
could
developers
think so.
are beholden to, because
we think about this, right? Like with Marvel vs. Capcom, like you said, with that guy said that Marvel came in and said
it was Disney. It was
they're under the same umbrella.
Disney.
But they were saying
it's Disney. It's
if
evil.
it's
Mickey Mouse wears devil horns, guys. This is why I don't play
But he
Kingdom
was
Hearts.
saying that they fucking purposefully made the Capcom characters ugly.
Yeah, it was a thing to push the game. Now, see, these hidden agendas is things that we as consumers don't know. Like, when you don't decide to do cross-play, Sony, I have to think that it's not a developer thing, because developers want as many people to play their games as possible. It's you and your fat cat wallets sitting up there way high, and I bet, I don't want to hate. I don't want to hate. I was going to go on this little rant.
It's a thing, though. It really is a thing.
Shareholders don't even play video games. You just see the money.
I mean, we kind of seeing that same kind of deal with like esports and stuff. Like,
esports is a fear for me, right? I fear that big business will get into esports and kind of change it. I mean, it's going to change and evolve, but change it in a way that it's going to feel like the soul of where it came from is gone away. Like what we saw with ESPN saying that Cammy wasn't playable because her outfit didn't match broadcast standards, which was BS, because they play bikini volleyball after that, and there's more real skin being shown there, and it's jiggling around in real life. I don't really understand it, so it's some of those things that make me a little afraid, and it's such a promising thing, and
and it's a legitimate fear too, because I mean, we've already seen glimpses of it.
And you see with what happens with big money gets into it. It's really good, but then there's some weight that comes with it, right? It's I
mean, we see what's happening to YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later, because that's a whole nother egg.
Also, another thing too is
on the whole main course.
One of the things that really grinds my gears.
Hi, Peter.
Is lack of innovation. Right, there are a lot of follow me to type of game design that comes out. Someone will come out with your Call of Duty aim down sights mechanic, and I will see that until my grandkids die, because no one else wants to step out of that mechanic and create something new.
You know what the recent, I think, culprit of that, and it's not their fault, obviously, but Souls-esque games.
Souls-esque games.
But they are. But they're everywhere now.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, what you have like 3 or 4 franchises at this point that have.
They're gonna keep making them.
It's gonna keep
because
happening.
they know people have latched on to that shit. They're gonna keep making games like that.
It's.
Well, the Devil May Cry era was a thing.
Yeah, and that was totally like those beat 'em ups. Yeah, like God of War, shit like that. Yeah,
I think. I mean, that's why I like the.
You kind of need those kind of games though. Every now and then, you need.
I mean, but sometimes shit gets oversaturated.
Yeah, you find much more enjoyable experiences with the indie developers because you're not jaded by you haven't spent $60 to play Call of Duty again, and there's not much of a new experience. You still have to give
it to the games that do step out of that box, like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
they stepped out of
Horizon,
their own shit.
Yep, Zelda, a few of them, but for the developers that don't, it's like, man, I feel like your game should be being charged less and less because you're not giving me much more for my money.
I feel
like I've played this before.
Came out. I feel like I should have paid $20 for that game.
Exactly, because it wasn't.
The rest would have been developed, and I've been okay with that.
Do it like how they did KI.
Exactly.
They gave that base game away for free, let you rotate characters and stuff. Like a lot of games are following that model.
Way to fucking do it.
Yeah, Overwatch does that, I think.
Yeah, you know what? I think about Street Fighter. I didn't mind spending the initial money that I spent post $100 limit. Or pre $100 limit.
Right.
Because I love the franchise, even though my boy El Fuerte was not in there. Tostadas.
Tostada press.
But what grinded my gears about that is that afterwards you screw over the early adopters by giving up everything that I paid top dollar for
You just for like $40
for a fraction of the price.
Yep.
And it's like I get nothing as a bonus for being an early adopter. I would like to see a loyalty program or something, right? Right.
Something.
If I bought this game day one and I can prove it, I should get at least a free costume or something.
something.
Like day one skins or something.
Right.
I mean, and you remember we were talking about Battleborn.
Battleborn should do.
They
something
did
like
that.
Yeah, they did.
Like they gave the people who actually paid for the game,
Right.
like a bunch of like just little shit.
But it took that game having to die before that came out, though.
And,
so
yeah, that kind of sucks.
While the game is alive and well, I would like to see at least a medal, an achievement, something. Right? Give me something.
Make me feel good.
Make me feel good. You know?
For spending all this
purchase.
fucking money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, man,
Because as of right now, that full game at this point is actually pretty nice with all the costumes and
Oh, it's good now.
all the stages and shit.
yeah,
They just need an arcade, man. They put an arcade mode at this point with all this other shit. It'll be a legit Street
But
Fighter
the
game.
thing is, again, we saw that there, might be an arcade version with all this shit in it, and you just have to ask yourself what's going to happen to people that paid all this money already.
yeah.
Are they going to have to like buy another upgrade? Do they get the upgrade for free? Like they could do something like that to make people feel better.
Yeah.
Sometimes the company's got to kiss a little ass too.
Yeah, we
Like,
paid y'all the money.
I mean, a lot. I mean,
Work.
games don't get made if the money ain't going into it.
Exactly.
Right. And that's it's just one of those things.
And then Max made a really good point. He put out a video, I think today, one of his Real Talk videos, talking about, especially in particular, because we know Max covers fighting games. He was talking about how, there's a split in communities where, some people want to see a game fail, and some people was like, well, I don't want to see it fail. I want them to learn a lesson, though.
Right.
But because we know, again, Street Fighter almost didn't happen. And so, with a company like that, and he was making this point that in Japan they kind of work a little differently, whereas if they don't see the value in something, they're not gonna, keep pursuing it. Which is why, maybe companies like Konami pulled out of more so the regular games and started focusing on mobile and pachinko machines.
okay.
So damn, too much life, shit. But it's just it's a passion. I think we care about these games so much that we are so it's so polarizing. So we want this game. We want the developer to learn something, but we don't want them to learn so much that we won't get another game later.
Well, the thing about it is, it's no one in this economy, I don't think as a group could teach them that much of a lesson that they don't want to make a game again. But if you have a lot of people saying, wow, this game design is totally great and we support this, they're going to be like, well, the fans want this and the people want this, or we can just get away with it. I think that it's a delicate subject to talk about because I always bring up Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. We don't support the game, but then,
we do want this to succeed.
Right. I would have loved to see Marvel vs. Capcom. MVCI being here is not the issue. It's it being here as Marvel vs. Capcom 3.5.
Right. In its current state.
Yeah, and it's wow, this was a game that's supposed to celebrate the characters of Capcom fighting against the captor or fighting with the Marvel. I don't mind that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is represented because I think that's the most relevant.
Right.
But at the cost of who the heck are half of these Capcom characters and why are they here?
Yeah.
And
a lot of them are the same ones from last game.
Yeah, and it's just some things like that. It's just guys,
Like,
I just bought this game.
Yeah.
If they were going to give me
Playing the
something
same
rehash, I'd rather they remade Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and just made it
Yeah, just
with,
give
with
us
that character.
a little
set.
less
I
broken.
would have bought that shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not buying this one.
And then you have people. I love. You have community people from the game saying that fans won't remember the X-Men. I'm sitting here just like,
Are you serious?
What?
Who said
Who the hell are
this?
you talking about?
Where are you getting this information
Where
from?
do you
Like,
live?
Right?
Maybe
Maybe
I
I'm
have to remember. It was just a movie 2 years ago.
Right.
Came from the
like
future?
you don't love Magneto. You love
Right.
8-Way Dash. No, get out of here. Swagnito
Hey,
was a
look,
thing.
if somebody paid me enough, I'd probably be like, yo, you ain't gonna remember them either. Hey, money
Nigga
talks.
trying to brainwash you and shit.
Hey,
You don't know who the X-Men are.
you know, the other thing too is like you brought up earlier that we live in these modern times, right? And
Everything is available.
and everything's available, and developers are always they're more vocal with us now. We know about games 2 years before the game comes out,
yeah.
3, 4, 5 years. I come from the PC world. I'm used to having patch notes, which were never a thing back in the day. If
Until
the game was
now,
patched, and if I don't have patch notes, I'm upset. How dare you change the frame of a movie
Rabble.
and didn't tell me? How can I play without being informed? But then you have these developers who don't get on this train, and they're just like, well, we're not going to say anything or do anything, and not going to say anything no matter how much you guys like our game and scream and cry. For Honor.
No, exactly. I was about to say that.
So I got
You know?
this question real quick.
What's up?
Now, go piggybacking off modern times being that everything is so open. I want to talk about leaks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they happen way too fucking often, right?
It seems so, yeah.
It so often that it kind of fucking could seem planned. Do y'all think that like somebody in this company is actually like, here, I'm gonna go share this fucking information. I'm about to fucking win the internet with this? Or do you think companies are kind of like low key pushing this stuff out to see how people is gonna react to stuff?
I think it's half and half.
I think it's a
Yeah.
mix. I think it's a
Same.
mix. Here's the thing, depending on the information gets leaked, sometimes you could, if this was information that you didn't want to get out, right? You as a company would compartmentalize this information, right? If certain types of information got out, you should know which department very least leaked it, and if it's something like somebody, you could probably find it if it was that serious, right?
Yeah.
I think that companies are aware that the leaks bring hype, especially if it's an anticipated game. Some, I fully believe, will just go ahead and plan a leak.
Right.
You know?
Just to kind of get the feelers out, like we're thinking about these characters or something. Let's see what people think about this, or we're thinking about this kind of mechanic and these kind of graphics. Like, let's see what people think about this.
Right.
It's almost like they're trying to figure out their target audience in a sense.
No,
when they release those type of leaks.
I think they know. I think leaks have just become so embedded in our culture that we
for
respond to a leak not negatively. We respond almost always positively unless we're upset about it. And even when we're upset, those characters still come out.
Yeah, because that's press for them.
Right. So
a leak happens. Somebody make a YouTube video. Another motherfucker make a YouTube video. Another motherfucker make a YouTube video. Article.
Right.
Your shit is all over the place
popping,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think it goes both hand in hand, and I think a few leaks are intentionally planned. Let's say
definitely.
Ed Boon, he's leaked everything about Mortal Kombat, but he does
Just off tweeting.
He's like the Donald Trump of the video game world. Boy, he be out there just tweeting.
Except
everything.
he doesn't fucking suck.
But no, he doesn't suck. He doesn't suck, and he does it very smart because it isn't only until after the game comes out you're like, wait a minute. Boone tweeted about Hellboy in a poll 5 years ago.
Look, that goes. It goes right back to how Jet was like speculating about Black Lightning. He was like, no, this is deeper than this.
Right?
Like it's deeper than this. It's not just like
Jet had to become Sherlock Holmes.
There's some Batman skills,
Right.
right, the detective skills.
But yeah, no, I don't mind the leaks so much. Because it's not like movies. With movies, when they leak something or you watch a trailer, it's like,
Yeah.
It's like the whole damn movie. They literally
like-
spoil the entire movie.
well, what am I watching now?
Yeah.
I'm just, should I download this? I don't know. Like, why would I spend
I guess
money?
I kind of know. Yeah.
Like, you watch a Wolverine movie, it's like, Wolverine's dead. I'm
Yeah.
like, then why
Okay.
would I go watch
Well, I'm done.
this?
Thank you.
Thank you.
But with games, it's different because you can kind of experience things. More
Yeah.
of an movies can be experiences too, but games, like you're in it, like you're invested in this shit and
Yeah.
actually playing through it yourself
You're
and like.
immersed in the world.
Now,
Exactly.
if somebody like released the final boss battle ahead of the game, then personally I'd be like, then why am I playing this game? So it kind of ruins that surprise aspect. But these leaks don't do that. They actually generate the hype.
I think they build a little hype. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, we would just never know. We'd get a game like back in the day, and the characters just be there, and we just gotta eat that shit.
Yeah, I just going after some of the things we say, man.
I mean, if they wanted to, I honestly think if companies wanted to protect against leaks, they could do it. Look what Star Wars does with all their movies.
Look, Lucasfilm.
Nothing gets leaked.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yo, when Lucasfilm said something, like they told us we couldn't have stormtroopers on air, bruh. And I was just like, how you gonna tell me I can't cosplay a stormtrooper by myself?
Right.
Sure enough, couldn't have stormtroopers on air. They're like,
They're
we got
not
the
playing.
New models out. We're not playing.
NDA.
So, I mean, they could. You know,
that makes you know that companies are purposely, I want to say 70 to 80%, companies are purposely leaking shit out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah. I also think, and this may be just the state of, the nature of, you know, our times we live in. I think these games are coming out way too soon, man.
Yeah, especially sequels.
I'm old. It takes me too long to get good at Injustice for me to turn around and have Mortal Kombat come out and ain't nobody playing it.
That's why I asked the question
Exactly.
earlier, too. Like, do y'all feel like it's too early?
I
think
like,
a lot of them. Consoles are doing that now. We talked about that.
consoles.
Video games are doing that. Like, it's just like we're paying so much money so quick, and they're like just in such a rush to get the next one to us. Like
Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly.
Assassin's
Call of
Creed
Duty is
every
fucking
year.
notorious.
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed, like Jet said.
Some games
like,
I can understand, like Madden and 2K.
2K.
The rosters get updated. Look,
I mean-
there are seasons. Next season, your player may not be here.
But you can
But
patch that
still,
in.
You
probably.
can patch that in. You can release a game, have that shit last for 5 years, and just patch the game over the 5-year time span.
Well, that's for
Instead
those
of
Madden
paying
and
$64 every single
that's
year.
for those Madden and 2K players to debate about that.
Oh yeah. I mean,
If it's a problem
actually,
with them,
no, fuck that.
That's
for us to debate about
that,
too.
yeah, that's
'Cause
games. That's
that
games.
shit
period.
carries
Yeah.
over. That shit carries over
I
to
mean, I
every other
guess.
game.
Yeah, that's
but I
because
don't
they're
think
not
they
the
have
only
a
people.
problem with it. They buy that shit like shoes.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I got a problem with it. Fuck that. I used to play Madden out of my fucking heart. I don't play this shit no more because it comes
Same.
out every
Every
fucking
fucking
year.
year.
I'm like, I don't have money to keep buying Madden every year.
The same mechanics, and sometimes the mechanics are even worse.
Yeah, sometimes some shit just don't change.
Sweat on this game.
Yeah, fuck some shit up.
This time the sweat can be purple like the Gatorade commercials. Oh shit, I need that upgrade. $60.
$64.
Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot about tax.
You got a
Tax is a
relationship with one
bitch.
of the cheerleaders now.
What y'all think about exclusivity and console wars?
I think console wars are stupid.
Yeah.
Like I really don't see the point. Like if you like a game, play a game. If you like a console, play a console. Like
What about exclusivity? Like as far as
I think that's more so for them, like selling
get more
points.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's selling
yeah.
points for their particular console. You a fan of God of War? Clearly, you're gonna gravitate towards PlayStation, so you can continue that series.
I think it's
Well,
bullshit.
yeah, overall the console war is just straight up bullshit.
literally-
These companies
I
are
bought- I
friends.
bought a 3DS recently to
exclusivity?
play a single game.
Yeah, and I think that's the sucky part because we end up spending more money in the long run. Because like what between the both of us, we both have like the most current systems, and that costs a lot.
yep.
Everyone needs to hold hands and let all these games come out on all the consoles. So everybody can be happy.
Kumbaya like a
Because
motherfucker.
I want to play Cuphead on my PlayStation. I don't want to have to buy an Xbox or get Steam from an iron after I'm ironing.
But then what
clothes.
would be the point of having
Wait a minute. We're not just gonna slide past that. Say that one more time.
I'm not going to get Steam from an iron while I'm ironing my clothes to play Cuphead.
Head ass.
Oh my god.
But then that would just boil everything down to there just being like one super console or some shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
no,
won't be
you
no
know what?
competitiveness
It's
in the
just
market.
like-
Your shit.
you can buy which one you want based on which one you want, and then you can just have access to all the games. Period.
Then why have an Xbox and why have a PlayStation?
You just buy
It's
whatever,
whatever
one you
you want.
like.
And they all have the same shit.
Buy which one you like. Play whatever games you like.
I mean,
with who you like.
I would say that makes sense from our perspective.
For
but
us, yeah.
From the company's perspective,
It's not
they're
gonna
going to
be
be losing out.
Yeah, it's not gonna do them any favors because they want that money.
Exactly.
I don't know, because
Yeah, they want their Gears of War money straight for Gears of War.
that's
only.
weird.
They're not
Because
sharing.
There
Gears
was
of
one
War.
time like there was a game that was going to come out, but then
Oh,
it's
Gears of
like
War on PlayStation.
Honestly,
think
I've been asking that
the
years.
Xbox paid them so much money to only release it for their console only.
Oh yeah, like KI because Xbox owns Rare, or Microsoft owns Rare. So
Yeah.
Those
like
are-
KI, like Banjo Kazooie,
That's crazy.
those games will probably only show up on
I
like.
put my game on both so I can get money from the PlayStation people. That's millions and millions of dollars in the Xbox people. How much money can you pay somebody to not get revenue from a whole nother system of
Yeah,
system?
and that's where the developers actually lose out. You know what I'm saying?
Here's
'Cause-
my example, guys.
Cuphead.
Yeah, they want more people to play their game.
That would
But,
Cuphead
you know.
on the Switch would have been perfect.
It isn't. I mean,
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, it looked like
That
a
was
Switch type of
amazing.
game.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, no, that could have
Yes.
been on all platforms.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, isn't
Microsoft?
Xbox the late,
No, well, it was them. They jumped on it.
Isn't Xbox one of the least sold generation console?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Well,
sold
this
less than
generation,
PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not doing bad in sales, but it sold way less than PlayStation.
Yeah. I don't
Shit,
think anybody's
Xbox-
doing bad.
So
but-
me as a developer, why
Xbox
would I
is
want
doing
to get
terrible
the
in
least selling
Japan, though.
console of my
Because
shit?
Xbox paid them. They saw Cuphead in development. That was the indie game. They jumped on that shit. And was like, we want this. We gonna put this on Xbox and PC.
If I was Cuphead, I would have just gave that shit to everybody, and I
But,
would have
I
just
mean-
racked up $20 from every PlayStation,
That's just
PC,
up to them. I mean,
Nintendo Switch, and Xbox.
Now, Microsoft funded that company to make that game.
yeah.
Wasn't that shit already
Yeah.
made like a long fucking
Well,
time?
they were starting it, but I think Microsoft might have been like, look, we'll put the
Okay.
money into
This
it.
is
All right, cool, I
announced
would've
at
did that,
E3.
and when I
Yeah.
made
2012.
I would have made my money.
Wow, ago.
Made my money, paid Xbox their money back, and released my shit on the rest.
Well, here's what I'm talking about. So if you guys remember, we all played Destiny. Old
I
school
didn't.
Destiny.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
You
Trading
had
that shit in
you
like
had
week one.
entire modes on PlayStation that Xbox users didn't have
Which
access
is
to.
fucking weird.
You had guns and items that other plus like you get punished for getting this game on a different system.
Cause it's
right?
like, oh shit, I want that. Even like with pre-order like bonuses, like Xbox users get this costume.
Oh, like fucking
PlayStation users
Soul
get this
Calibur. You get an Xbox, you get Yoda. PlayStation got Darth
Exactly.
Vader. I was pissed off because I was an
I wanna
Xbox
play as
only
all
player at
these
the time.
shits.
I was like, I want Darth Vader. What the fuck?
Yeah,
They later on released everybody for everybody.
yeah,
Everybody
and
for
sometimes
Later on,
that happens.
I
Because
wanted
I
that
think
shit on the drop.
didn't Mass Effect used to be like a PlayStation?
They also
exclusive?
did that with Soul Calibur 2.
No.
I thought it
Hey,
did.
Hachi,
No.
Link, and Spawn.
Xbox
Yeah,
exclusive.
they-
Xbox, yeah.
Oh,
Mass Effect was an Xbox exclusive.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
it moved to PlayStation.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And then
that
later
was
on
exclusive
PC,
too.
of
So
course.
sometimes like it happens later in the game's life that they'll push it to other consoles because of demand and stuff.
So
but
would you say y'all are split on it then? Y'all kind of understand why it happens?
we understand why,
Money.
but we also have to think about it from our point of view too, because we got pockets that hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah, we the ones who paying.
It's like
for
you
that.
gotta
Right.
you gotta see both sides of the coin.
Well, with that being said, guys,
So
if
should
this
we
was
boycott these motherfuckers? Is that what you going?
no. I'm not saying boycott anything. Because one, you're not gonna get enough people to boycott anything to make a real difference, and two, you're probably
You
just
never
gonna.
know.
Well, yeah, I do know. People ain't gonna be unified against nothing.
Nah, not that.
Nobody
nah.
hates-
Especially not games.
Nobody actually dislikes games. You have
Of
to
course.
dislike something to boycott it, to do without it.
dislike it a lot too.
I'm a game. I got game nicotine patches on when I don't play. So if I boycott it, I'm gonna just die,
Damn, is that real?
bruh.
Nah, but for real, video games is Mario's lifeblood. He might die. For real.
I have like 20 systems outside and 4 TVs.
Yep.
All right, I will die. I will
The
shrivel
setup
up.
is real.
He will cease to exist.
Like the Wicked Witch of the West. My whole ankles will curl up backwards, son.
Oh my god.
Right.
That's a bad.
Not backwards, like backwards. Like your fucking ankles and shins and kneecaps just bending the whole opposite way. Just fucking tucked up into your fucking gut and
You
shit.
go hear from the background.
That's fucked up. But do y'all have any more grievances about, all the stuff that we usually complain about as far as games go? I know it's a lot. We probably didn't touch on
Honestly,
everything we wanted to, but
Just mostly
Honestly,
jumping the gun on.
Put all the games
Stop.
on all the systems. Let all systems play together and stop doing DLC. Just come out with all the shit.
I would
$60
also
on
say
the point.
stop
Yeah.
releasing fucking trailers early. Cause shit gets delayed, then delayed again, then delayed again, and again.
just-
and then we forget about
just-
it.
of course, then we forget about it.
Just make the shit when you say you're gonna
Cuphead.
make the shit.
Exactly.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom
What-
Hearts.
Fallout did it perfectly. They announced their game, they released the trailer, and what was it, like a month or two later?
Oh yeah,
game
that
dropped.
shit did come out like
Game dropped.
right there.
That's how it's supposed to be done.
yeah, I wish it
I
was
don't know
like.
about that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't mind like a little.
It depends.
6 month
Three-
deal
yeah,
month.
yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes
a few
you
months,
build
but
up.
don't announce it years
Build
in advance.
You do
and
that
then
shit like
constantly delay it.
you show the trailer and then 2 weeks that shit out. That catch a nigga off guard, bro. You be
Real
like,
quick.
"God damn."
So how long is too long?
How long is too long?
Yeah.
2 years.
13 years. Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
And with that being said,
thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Combo Breakers podcast. Man, I guess that was
too true.
That was a doozy.
That's way too true.
Check us out on social media. Facebook at KomboBreakers. That's KomboBreakers with a K ending with a Z. Twitter at KomboBreakers with 2 Z's at the end. YJet.
Because we knock them out.
Knock them the fuck out. And KomboBreakers on Instagram. Be sure to join in on the conversation. Let us know what you thought. If you got any grievances about the shit that game companies do to grind your gears, you know what I'm saying? Let us know in the comments or something.
Right.
We want to hear that shit because we want to talk about it. So.
Right.
Of course.
Exactly.
Anything else, guys?
Check us out at the end of the month, October 21st. If you already didn't know, E-League.
Yes.
We'll be there for the
Last chance qualifier.
Can we
Last
get that
chance
Birdman
qualifier.
hand rub real quick?
So if you think you're bad in Injustice 2, come out and try to beat me, because Cheetah got these paws for you.
Ooh. She going for the ankles.
Put them hands.
Nah, that cheetah ain't nothing.
Ooh.
All right. Says the person
Still ain't gonna be that Supergirl.
Yeah. Y'all
We're
gonna
going to start this up with that said.
All right, look.
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen.
Look here, and we are
the
Mario, we just gonna set up.
Like shit.
We just gonna set it up so that we'll have you and Avery play a set, 1st to 10, right? Whatever game. We're gonna set that shit up.
We playing Mahjong.
Fuck that.
You said whatever game.
Okay, not that game. All right.
Pull out this chest real quick.
we gonna have a 1st to 10. Y'all gonna play, and that's gonna decide at least for we gonna do a NetherRealm style and make a belt, and we gonna pass that bitch around.
That's what we need to do. We've been talking about it.
We'll
for
do
years.
that. We'll do that.
Wow.
But we're going for real this time, guys.
Right.
Thank y'all for
we
tuning
still
in.
recording?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We'll see y'all next time.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in to the
KomboBreakers.
That's right. Sound us off real nice. We messed up.
That's not the first time, bruh.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time.
We out.
Peace.